You can see by this chart here that the Bitcoin ETF race is accelerating as BlackRock and Fidelity currently hold more than 60,000 Bitcoin. And the total 9 Bitcoin ETFs right now in the first 17 days of trading have already bought 170,000 coins. That is 10,000 coins a day. And today, there is only 900 Bitcoin mined on a daily basis. So what happens once the Grayscale Bitcoin selling finishes? Are we going to see a supply suffocation? And why does the Bitcoin halving in April of 2024 make this maths equation even more bullish? So this cool little video here put together by Apollo.com is brilliant because it shows you the competitive race that has gone on between these Bitcoin ETFs in the first 17 days of trading. What I think is really interesting about the beginning of this Bitcoin ETF race was that there was no clear winners. For the first couple of days, all the ETFs were battling it out amongst each other. And it wasn't until day 3 and 4 that we saw BlackRock and Fidelity become the clear leaders in this Bitcoin ETF race. Now, this is why they typically say that in the world of ETFs, it is a winner take all or a winner take most sort of game. And that is what we can see today when we start looking at the holdings of these 9 Bitcoin ETFs. We can see that BlackRock and Fidelity are by far well out in front, ahead of the pack and ahead of all of the other Bitcoin ETFs. At the time of recording, we can see BlackRock holds around 72,000 Bitcoin and Fidelity is coming in at a close second. They currently hold 61,000 Bitcoin. And then there is an enormous drop off to placeholders number 3 and 4 in this Bitcoin ETF race. We can see ARK shares and we can also see Bitwise both hold around 15,000 and 16,000 Bitcoin collectively. But what is so interesting about the domination that we've seen from Fidelity and BlackRock and the sheer number of coins that they have bought? Well, when we start comparing this number to MicroStrategy, we stumble upon some very, very interesting things. So we can see at the top of this website in the section where we're looking at the public companies who own Bitcoin, we can see that MicroStrategy holds around 189,000 coins today. But I'm more interested when we scroll down this website and we take a look at the number of coins held by these ETFs. So we can see here that Grayscale holds around 482,000 coins today. Now let's remember when these Bitcoin ETFs launched, they held somewhere around 620,000 coins. So again, they've sold a lot of Bitcoin. They've sold over 150,000 coins nearly. And we are going to actually analyze when we believe the Grayscale selling could actually go to zero. And hint, it's a little bit sooner than most people expect. But I want to first look at BlackRock and Fidelity on this chart here. We can see that they hold around 60 and 70,000 Bitcoin, and they're dwarfing the size of the amount of coins held by all of these other Bitcoin ETFs. We have the other American ETFs, and on this list, we also have the Canadian Bitcoin ETFs. And when you put all of these ETFs together, we can see by this cool little chart here that the bars in orange is about to overtake the bars in purple. So of course, the big orange bar is representing the Bitcoin held by the 9 Bitcoin spot ETFs, and they currently hold around 181,000 coins. And we can see right next door, that's MicroStrategy stack signified by that big purple bar. They hold around 189,000 Bitcoin. So by the time this video is posted, hopefully tomorrow, we could actually see the Bitcoin ETFs holding more Bitcoin than the largest Bitcoin holder as a public company, which of course is MicroStrategy. Now, let's not forget these ETFs have bought 170,000 Bitcoin in only 17 days of trading, okay? Let's not forget it took Michael Saylor 4 years to accumulate this amount of Bitcoin. And when we start analyzing the decreasing selling volume we're seeing from Grayscale shown in this chart, things get even more bullish, because once the Grayscale selling dwindles to zero, there is no sign that the amount of Bitcoin being accumulated by these 9 Bitcoin spot ETFs is slowing down. If anything, it's remaining pretty constant, which means we could get into a situation where the amount of Bitcoin sitting on exchanges continues to be drained. Let's not forget, in March of 2020, there was over 3.1 million Bitcoin sitting on exchanges for sale. Today, there's 2 million Bitcoin, and once Grayscale stops selling coins, these 9 Bitcoin ETFs are going to have to start stripping Bitcoin off the exchanges, which is leading us to come to a conclusion that we could be set up for a very, very interesting 2024 and 2025, okay? The halving is coming. It's around 80 days away, and most people aren't paying attention to how much Bitcoin these spot ETFs continue to buy on a daily basis. Buying 10,000 coins when there's only 900 mined every single day is huge, okay? And it looks as if next week the Grayscale selling could come to a halt. Now, there are a lot of moving complex parts associated with this Grayscale selling volume, but we broke all of them down in a live stream just yesterday. So if you want to watch that video, check out the link to that one right about there. And with all that said, let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this video and what do you think about the first 17 days of the Bitcoin spot ETF trading. Does it make you bullish